Hello, my dear friends. I hope that you're having a great time. Of course, welcome to the channel. In this beautiful morning, I don't know when you're going to watch this video, of course, but I want to give you a warm welcome. And I want to say thank you so much for choosing to learn with Amani. On this channel, no stories, we just life lessons. And we might crack stories, but all relating to how can we learn from someone else's story to make our life beautiful. And that's why today I'm sharing with you a little story. But I want to thank you if you choose to subscribe to the channel. That's the best way to make this channel grow. So today I was listening to an audio book. Someone was talking about Frederick Douglass. If you are not familiar with him, this is the guy who was born a slave in the United States, and he rose up from slavery to being one of the top people in the country. He had to sit with the president, he had to sit with the Queen of England, he had to sit almost with anybody who was strong in his time. But he was born a slave. So I want to say that you can change your life, and life will give you what you fight for. And if you don't fight for what you want, life will give you what you accept. What do I mean? So you either fight for something or you accept what is there. That's how life is designed. If there is something you don't want in your life, you fight for changing it. Then you attract something that you like in your life. If there is something and you don't like it in life, but you don't fight for changing it, then you simply accept it. So for accepting, you don't have to do anything. You just don't do anything to change. Then life will give you what it wants. So you will accept everything that life gives you. So back to Frederick Douglass. So what he did, he was born a slave. And at some point, he realized that the white people were going to school and were learning how to read. And he found that if he can read, he will be able to be enlightened and he will be able to know how to change his life. So he decided to always take the leftovers of his food and he would give it to white people's children so they would teach him how to read. So then after, when he started understanding, he would pick every paper, take it home in the slave quarter, like where the slaves were staying, and he would use that to read. He would use like a little torch maybe and a little light or a lantern, and then he would make sure that he starts reading. So by then, he understood that the world was bigger than what all the slaves were talking about. The freedom was going to give a lot of opportunities than what they used to think about. So then he got excited and he started fighting for his freedom. And when he fought for his freedom, he went on and decided that he was not going to just get his freedom, but he was going to get the freedom for the rest of his people. And that's why he is on the forefront of the slavery, like on the fight for stopping slavery in the United States. That's the same thing that can happen to your life if you are willing to change your life. The question is, are you willing to change your life? Are you willing to make history? Are you willing to change even the narrative or even the future of your generation? If you're willing to, you're probably one of the few people, probably 1% of the people. Because many people know exactly what they are looking for. They fail to change and pursue their dreams. And I bet that's not something you need to do. So in this morning, that was my message. The question is, are you willing to change your life? Are you willing to pursue the dream that God designed you to pursue? If yes, my dear friend, I want to just say thank you. You have made it to life because you know what you can do. I always tell you one thing. Change is the process. The decision you're making today, that is your future. The moment that you decide you want to change, that's when the life starts happening. Otherwise, that was you existing. But you're going to start living, because we live by creation. We created the life we want. We dream, act, and we pursue, and we achieve. But if you don't dream, you cannot pursue. If you don't pursue, you cannot achieve. That's what life gives us. We are living in the world where the world can be expanded by the opportunities that we grab and pursue, by dreaming big, and we are able to expand. I never thought that from the streets I was going to be who I am today. I never thought that from the streets I was going to be a proud father, a husband. I never thought that I was going to create an organization that goes on and supports other street children. But God was putting me in the position to learn. I was on the street in order to understand how life can be challenging, but also get the chance to experience what I'm doing right now. So I understand when I see a kid on the street, I'll be like, I was in a position and I know I was able to change. So you too can change. And the kids are always fascinated, be like, was it just like us? Was he just like any other street child, or he was just living another type of life? I'm like, wait, I was living even worse than what the kids are living in today. But that did not stop me. I see kids being challenged by the age they have when they go to school and they are 15 and they are starting their high school. And I started my high school when I was 20 years old. And I'll be like, that was very young. You're very young. I was old when I did it, but it happened and it worked. Same thing can happen to you. The question remains, my dear friend, are you willing to change? Are you willing to dream big and pursue the dream? Because life is not about dreaming. It's about taking action. It's about the little actions that we do today, every day. It's about the habit that we employ in our lives. And that is what matters. So my dear friend, I want to thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I want to thank you so much for loving what we do. And in the section of the comments, please let us know what you like in the video, and let us know what we can add more efforts so that we give you the best quality of videos, of content that you need. I wish you the best. Have a great time, a day or morning or night. All right. See you then.